Hey guys, it's TechGuy276 and I'm here to talk about the iPhone being fragmented maybe again. There's been rumours circulating around that that Apple might be bringing out a 5-inch version of the iPhone, ready to fragment the developers even more, because they've got to develop another screen platform. With Apple's way of advertising that when they brought out the 4-inch display, they said don't just stretch your apps, add something to it. You can have all of these, and what have Apple app developers done? They've stretched the apps. Okay, what can you do with Twitter and Facebook? All you can do is basically stretch the apps. I'm not aware of any games that have changed. I'm not aware of any applications that have actually utilised the space to make the iPhones. Well, they make the iPhone 5 more different from the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 4S apps and previous versions of that. Apple won't do that. Apple won't do it. They won't fragment the iOS platform even more, because they've already fragmented it a little bit by bringing out the iPhone 5 with the 4-inch display, therefore asking developers to update their app so it stretches the app so it fits the resolution of the iPhone 5 screen. And there's a clever tweak in Cydia Store, and it stretches your app for you. It stretches any application to fit the size of the screen, really. See, Apple are quite clever in when they brought out the iPad Mini, everybody thought, oh, they're gonna fragment the market. They're gonna make more hard work for the developers, like making applications available to other places. And they were quite clever because, well, they only fragmented the resolution of the screen once with the iPad, and then they fragmented it again with the iPhone 5. And well, there seems to be a lot of positive feedback from that, but I don't think Apple will do it again in the space of a year. They were quite clever when they brought out the iPad Mini. It was the same resolution. It was the same resolution as you find on the iPad. So it's basically the iPad. When the iPad first came out, the iPad 1 and the iPad 2, which weren't Retina display, they had just I think it was 163 pixels per inch, and now that they've shrunk it down to 7-inch, it was the original resolution of the iPad was 1024 times by 768, and the resolution of the iPad Mini was 1024 by 768. So all they needed to do was build in like a security or a codex, so that apps that were running native on the iPad could be shrunken down to the iPad Mini size, therefore not asking developers to shrink down their apps, because they were quite clever when they did that. Because if they brought out a Retina iPad Mini, it would have fragmented the market a little bit more. Sure, you've got things that won't be in the display, and I don't know. They were quite clever when they did that, and I don't think they can do it again with the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 5S screen. They won't bring out a 5-inch display, because Apple have always been on the edge, and they won't bring out a 5-inch display just because everyone else is doing it. Doesn't mean that they should start doing it. It's like the iWatch. I don't. Okay, it's good. It's good to see you've got your messages. You don't have to look down at your phone. You see it through your iWatch. Like, oh, Fingy's text me. Bob's text me. Alright, I don't need to reply to that. But say if somebody else replied, like somebody that you're working with, and you were thinking you could just have a look at your watch. Oh, Connor's text me, better get out my phone, or better access it on my iWatch. Press the Siri button, and they say, reply Connor saying, I'm just going to be there in 5 minutes, or I'm just about to complete the project, where do I send it to, or something like that. So it's pretty good, but I don't see it making a big stain in the commercial market, because most of all, if we feel a buzz in our pockets, we immediately go to that buzz, or unless we have the iPhone in our pockets and it transmits the buzz to go off in our iWatch. With it buzzing and with phone calls, there's only one problem: battery life. I don't want to be charging up the iWatch every day. When I get home from college or work or doing anything, I only want to charge up my phone. I don't want to charge up a second thing. It may only be, the battery will be minuscule, because to have the technology in it and have to have the battery life in it, and to have Bluetooth running at all times, or NFC, near field communications, it will drain on the battery life. I will think, I'll probably say right now, if Apple don't bring out one, it'll only be available to the 5S, because you know what, I'm not quite sure. No, the iPhone 5 doesn't have NFC. The iPhone 5S maybe, because near field communications is a protocol that doesn't have it has less battery consumption than Bluetooth. Bluetooth's a very heavy battery user. If it's on, it uses a lot of battery, and I'm not saying a lot, but it does. If it's being in use, or a headset, it is a lot of battery that could be lost, and it could be fixed with near field communications. So near field, it's gonna, let's just say the iWatch, it will have Bluetooth built into it, and it will have NFC, so it's available for the iPhone 5 and the iPhone 4S and the iPhone 4. It'll be available to all of them, but the people that are getting the most for the buck are the people that are going to have iPhone 5S's with NFC built in, if they do end up developing the 5S into it. And another little Apple thingy as well, I think they've reset the window of the release date of the iPad. Remember this time last year, Apple came out and said we're going to release the iPad free, and then October came out saying, right, we're going to release the iPhone 4, and I think they've reset the recycle window, which is what I said a couple of months ago, because they've got Christmas coming up, they want it for the holiday season, they've got the iPhone, so you've got all the Apple fanboys going, right, we're going to get the iPhone 5, what can we get next? The iPad. What can we get next? The iPad mini. So what we're going to get next? iWatch. I don't know what they're going to announce. They'll probably come out in March or something like that, because March is usually the day that they come out and say, right, we're bringing out a new product, or they're talking about a product and they come out and say one more thing, and it's they're showing off their devices. And that's all from me today. It's been Tuesday the 26th of February 2013, and thanks for listening.